Good morning, students. Welcome to online platform of Shri Academy. In the previous video, we were discussing the chapter To a Butterfly. So, let's continue with the chapter. In the previous video, we discussed about the author, the word meanings and the first stanza of the poem. So, before coming to the second stanza, let me explain it briefly again. So, here the first stanza. I have watched you now a full half hour, self-poised upon that yellow flower, and little butterfly, indeed. I know not if you sleep or feed, how motionless, not frozen seas, more motionless, and then what joy awaits you when the breeze hath found you out among the trees and call you forth again. So here in the first stanza, poet is speaking to the butterfly, and he is saying that since from half hour poet is watching the butterfly sitting on the yellow flower. Here the word self-poised is used, that means sitting gracefully. That means the poet is saying that the butterfly was sitting very gracefully upon the yellow flower and asking the butterfly, indeed, certainly you was sitting or not. So, I know not if you sleep or feed. So, the poet is confused that whether the butterfly was sleeping or feeding. As we know, students, butterflies suck the nectar of the flower. So, here the poet is saying that the style of sitting butterfly makes him confused that whether the butterfly is sleeping or feeding. So, how motionless now frozen seas, more motionless, and then the poet is saying that the butterfly is so much still, she is so much motionless, she is not moving at all, like frozen seas. He is saying that even frozen seas are not that much still as that the butterfly is. What joy awaits you when the breeze has found you out among the trees. Hath has used in place of has. So here the poet is saying the joy is awaiting for you, and the cool breezes have breeze, that means breeze means cool air. So the poet is saying that cool breeze has found you among the trees and call you forth again, and he is calling the butterfly forth again, means calling again. So now coming to the second stanza. This plot of orchid ground is ours, my trees they are, my sister's flowers. Here rest your wings when they are weary, here lodge as in a sanctuary. Come often to us, fear no wrong, sit near us on bough. We'll talk of sunshine and of song and summer days when we were young, sweet childish days that were as long as 20 days now. In the second stanza, poet is saying that poet is addressing towards a ground. That ground is of orchid. That means orchid plants are planted over the ground, and that ground belonged to the poet. So poet is saying that the plot of orchid ground is theirs, and the trees they are, my trees they are, my sister's flower. In the second line, the poet is saying that the trees belonged to the, here it is written my trees they are, that means the trees belonged to the poet and flowers belonged to the poet's sister. Here rest your wing when they were very, that means heavy or tired. So here the poet is saying that you can rest here on the flowers when your wings are heavy or when you are tired, you can rest over here. Here lodge as in a sanctuary. Sanctuary, as earlier I have told about the place where animals and birds are kept and they are saved from hunters. So here lodge means to live. So the poet is saying that you can lodge in a sanctuary and you can feel yourself safe over here. Come often to us, fear no wrong. And poet is asking to the butterfly that you can come often to them, butterfly often can come to the poet and do not have any fear of anything wrong can happen to butterfly. He's saying, that means the poet is saying that you are safe over here, you can come anytime. Sit near us on the bough. That bough means branch of the tree. So poet is asking you, butterfly, to sit on the branch of the tree. We'll talk of sunshine and of songs. And the poet is saying to the butterfly then that when she will come and sit on the branch of the tree, at that time poet and the butterfly will talk about the sunshine and the songs and summer days when we were young, and also talk about the summer days when the poet and her sister were young. Sweet childish days that were as long as 20 days are now. So the poet is saying that those were the sweet childish days and they were very long. The days have passed and he is feeling that it was only 20 days before that he was young. So okay, dear student, I think all of you would have understood the poem. If you have any doubt in the poem, you can contact me and ask about your doubts. So before concluding the video, I would like to tell about the rhyming scheme of the poem. Here it is hour, the last word is R. Here it is flower, the last word is R. So the A is the rhyming scheme. Here D and D is the last word, so it will be BB. That means D and D is same, so it will be BB. So A and BB. C is then. So C is S and N not matching. E is again not matching. S and S is matching. So here it will be C. It will be D, E, and it will be D again because here it is N and here also N. So and the second stanza, here S A is the rhyming scheme, B, then here it is C, D, C and E. So this was rhyming scheme of the poem. Okay students, thank you.